hello, everybody.
Hello.
We, I welcome to the Cup TV, the Currently Unnamed Podcast, where we put the real and the tea in reality. You can always come to us first to quench your thirst. I am your girl Lana, your resident evil diva, and I'm here to give the tea, spill the tea, and drink the tea because you know I loves me some tea. I'm drinking some water here, and I got my cup mug here, and I am ready to go. And you know what? You can get your cup mug at lanagcreations.etsy.com. That link will be in the description below. And we do ship internationally and domestically, so there are no excuses. Get your cup mug, period. And thank you. Boom.
Oof. And hello, hi everyone. I'm Logan Murphy. Say something gay. Gay, and I'm feeling very gay on this beautiful halfway through Pride Month today on this here occasion. Drinking my iced coffee as per usual. I don't care about what I'm drinking. I don't care about what anything else today other than this episode, baby. Lana.
Hmm.
Lana, my
Hmm.
dear Lana,
Yes.
my angel Lana.
Yes.
Did we just watch one of the best episodes of Love Island USA of all time?
I will say. I will say, we have watched one of the best episodes this season thus far.
Uh-huh.
We have watched one of the best episodes since the doc scene in Love
Oh,
Island 6. This gave
yes.
us pure cinema. Now, am I
Oh
going
my
to?
god.
This gave us cinema, this gave us drama, this gave us
Oh,
everything that we wanted in the episode. And we're going to talk all about that. But before we do, y'all need to subscribe to this channel, please. And thank you. Subscribe to this channel and all of our other
subscribe.
channels because we are on a mission to get 1,000 new subscribers by the end of the year, and we really, really want to hit that goal. So, if you will subscribe to this channel, because baby, we are bringing you the drama, we are bringing you the heat on all things competitive television, competitive reality television, and so we would love your support. And if you're a fan of Drag Race or drag or that, well, Drag Race or drag, period, we have a channel for you at the Cup Pod. If you're a fan of Eurovision Song Contest, we have a channel for you at the Cup ESC. And if you're a fan of WWE Wrestling, we have a channel for you at the Cup Ringside. So please follow all of those channels. All those links will be in the description below, as well as our audio podcast link, so you can check us out on the go. And our Patreon, which is heating up for Pride Month. So, like Logan said, halfway through. So if you haven't joined our Patreon yet, what are you waiting for? Go do that. Join the Patreon. Get all this exclusive content, early access, and fun things that we got going on there. And you can follow all of our socials at the Cup Pod on Twitter, Instagram, TikTok, and Blue Sky. Yo,
Baby.
this episode gave us everything I wanted in the episode. We knew with America voting, it was going to be
Yeah.
drama. We knew when America votes is going to be
Uh-huh.
drama.
And I didn't
And
know it was this for the first time in the
oh,
US. I
well,
didn't realize it was this for the first time. So I didn't realize the precedent was not set here
yeah,
either.
we never had a voting where we voted for who the bombshells were coupled up with. Like the bombshells did not have a choice in the matter. And
Mm.
so it was like, oh, this is brand new for us. So we never saw this happen. So it was exciting. It was exciting to see this play out. It was exciting to see how this will all work. And we are going to get to that because I want to save the recoupling for the recoupling. We're going to get that its own time. But let's get into the beginning part of this episode because, okay, I just left this like this because I just want to talk to everything about everything in the first half of this with all of these people because all of these people had little parts here and there in the first half of
Yep.
this episode. So we start the episode off with Pepe and Hannah walking back out from the speakeasy,
Mm-hmm.
and they come to the table, and Nick is like, "You got a little lipstick on you, you got a little makeup on your face,"
This
and
baby.
Nick is so messy. Nick is so messy. He like, you got a little makeup on your face. He's like, oh, do I? Oh,
Messy
And Hannah was like,
King, I love him.
and Pepper was like, it's mine, huh? And Hannah was like, oh my God, Nick. Now, Nick is saying this right in front of Austin, who is Charlie's bestie in this house. And Austin instantly walks away. Instantly is like, oh, okay. And walks away and goes,
Because Austin can't stand any sort of anything in this villa involving anybody.
what?
Baby, you can't have any kind of fun anything.
It's not about fun. It's about loyalty. Austin is loyal to Charlie. That's his friend. And to see his girl walk out the speakeasy, clearly kissing up on this other man. Yes, Austin's gonna go tell
I get
Charlie.
the loyalty. I do get the loyalty. It's that, and then the whole situation with Ace and Shelly and the pie situation too. It's like, I get it.
Uh-huh.
I'm like, does Austin have to ruin all the fun?
Yes, when it's including
Okay.
people who he cares about. I'm
Okay, okay,
like,
okay.
he Austin does not want to see Ace kissing up on Shelly with pie in his mouth. I'm gonna be pissed off too. Not mad at Austin. I hate not being mad at Austin. I want to be mad at Austin. Please believe
I
I want to be mad at Austin
I
so
want to be
badly.
mad at this whole episode, y'all. I'm gonna be like, I want to be mad at Ace and Austin. You want to know who I'm not mad at? Ace and Austin.
I want to be mad at Austin so bad, but I can't be mad at Austin in these situations because I would have did the
No.
same thing if my girl came out and I saw if I saw my girl's man come out clearly kissing another girl. I'm gonna
Mm-hmm.
go tell my girl like your man over there's lipsing somebody down. Like hello, um, but so Austin clearly goes and tells Charlie the second and Hannah's like, why would and Olandria's like, he's like, why would you do that? And Nick is like, what you talking about? And Olandria is like, why would you do that? Why would you say that in front of
Aloof.
Austin?
I said it. I said it the other day, Lana. I don't think it's intentional. I just think he's a little aloof. He's a baby.
He did that on
He's a
purpose.
baby. I just think he's a little aloof sometimes.
Yeah, I
And
think in
there's an
that situation he
adorable
was definitely
quality.
aloof, but
I
I
think
still
there's
think he
just
was
an
a little cool.
adorable quality to his aloofness.
I think he was aloof in this situation, but Nick is still messy and petty, so I think he,
Well, yeah, but
But
there's a
yeah, I
little
think
bit
he
of
was definitely
the,
aloof in this situation. And Nick was like, what are you talking about? He's like, why would you say that in front of Austin, knowing he's Charlie's best friend in here? And Austin, Nick was like, oh, shoot, sorry. And so at that point, I honestly, and this is my personal opinion, and I don't know if people believe
Mhm.
agree with me or not. I think if Nick never said anything to Hannah or said anything in front of Austin, knowing Austin was gonna go tell Charlie, Hannah would not have told Charlie she kissed that man.
No,
She would
no.
not have told him. She would not have told him. She would have let that go to her grave because she is hot in the A and she was not going to tell Charlie that she kissed that man. But
Mm,
because Nick said to spill the beans in front of Austin and she knew Austin was gonna go tell him, she felt she had to say something. That's my personal belief. I could be wrong, but I just don't think so.
mm, 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 mm. Mm, 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 mm. I Hannah messy. Hannah's just a messy mess. This begins the mess. We thought this was going to be the end of the mess of Miss Hannah in this episode. No, this was only the beginning. We gonna put a pin in her for a second because
Yeah.
we gotta have an Austin and Shelley moment. What a rare moment in this villa, it seems like, Lana. We
Yeah.
have an Austin and Shelley moment.
Yeah. Austin is feeling a little down and a little dejected. He feels like it feels second fiddle to the Shelly Ace show. Which yeah, you kinda are because you just are. And Shelly's trying to reassure him, but she's like, it's getting like tiresome to continue to reassure him when you're not even stepping up to the plate. Like Austin is not doing anything. And she's like, Ace is showing me that he wants to pursue me. He's doing little things, he's doing these things. I like those things. I like spontaneity. I like when people just plan stuff and say, hey, do come, let's do this. And I get ready and we do something. And she feels like Austin is not, which he is not. He's not doing anything. And so I'm like, step your game up, Austin. If you really want Shelly, if you really like Shelly, and you see
Yeah,
she's enjoying these little dates that Ace is planning, plan one of your own. I would get a
exactly.
picnic together. I would take it to the dock. I would do like something, like make it special. Do something. And you're not. You're just letting Ace do everything. And all you can do is, well, I can do a meditation. Hello, we y'all already did that. Now try something different. Do a
Right.
picnic, do a massage, do something else. Like figure it out. You got limited options in that villa. Do something else. A dinner by Soul Ties, a dinner in Soul Ties, a picnic at the dock, a massage session or something. Anything. Anything else you could do. But you gotta do something, Austin. You're not doing anything. And you
I
can't get mad because she's like enjoying time with someone else when you're not stepping up to the plate.
right. It's interesting because in and it's interesting for me here in this situation because Shelly is also like, well, I enjoy the chats we have, but is there anything more than that? And it's like, Shelly, you're not exploring anything else with him because you've got yourself so wrapped around Ace for some reason. It it's just
I need Shelly to do some things too because I think Shelly is very comfortable letting the boys come to her. And I think this is the age gap showing. This is Shelly's being 26 showing in this villa
mhm,
because she's like, look, I know what I want. I know what I came here for. And if they really want me, they will do what they need to do to get me. And she's just like, I'm gonna sit here and wait it, let it it's going to get to a point where she's not going to be able to do that. And I think that point is
yeah.
coming very, very quickly. But
I think that point is coming later this week.
I think that exactly. I think that point is definitely coming very, very quickly. So I think she's going to have to step up her game as well. But I think in this point in time, both of them need to step it up and show the other that they are going. And I think after this episode, we will start seeing more effort come from Shelly and from Austin because
Yeah.
they are going to realize maybe the options that I thought I had are no longer there.
Yeah.
So I'm gonna have to figure it out to
I
make sure
mean,
I'm here.
who knows what's going to happen? I mean, we'll talk about the trailer for
Mm-hmm.
tonight's episode.
Mm-hmm.
Who knows what's going to happen with that fight? Like, I'm really curious to see what's going to happen with that fight. I'm going to put a pin in that for later, but I'm just really curious. Like, who knows what's going to happen with really any of these connections moving forward? Um, I can't wait to see how this turns out.
Absolutely.
But we get
We
Huda
did.
and Jeremiah.
Yeah, we get Hunter and Jeremiah and Jesus. Um, the continuation of Pancake
Oh
Gate
God.
is still going
Fucking
on.
pancake cake,
The still
Lana.
continuation of Pancake Gate, and then she's like, "It's not about the pancakes." She's like, "I know it's not about the pancakes, but here's my thing. Jeremiah is full of it, and I am. I know we as America was like our votes need to go to this particular place because we're trying to save Jeremiah from Huda, and we need to save Jeremiah from Huda. We can't save folks that don't want to be saved. We can't save folks that don't want to be saved. And Jeremiah does not want to be saved. You know, he does not because
No.
we we
Here's the thing
But
that pissed me off the most from this was he's explaining the situation with Iris here, and he's explaining their conversation, and at one point he goes, yeah, I said it was a rough morning, but ultimately I was like, oh, but she's my girl. And she goes, what
you
did you
explain.
say?
What'd you say? What'd you
And
say?
I thought,
I thought you said I'm your girl.
and I thought I had a shred of confidence. And then she goes, you are never, ever supposed to talk about our business to anyone else ever. And I said, God damn it. Get my pocketbook. I'm leaving. I said, Hada, girl, you had one chance to show this man any kind of appreciation for him. And instead, you are acting like an entitled fucking bitch. Because that's what you are, an entitled fucking bitch. And at the end of the day, I did feel bad for Jeremiah for about half a second, but I agree with you, Lana. He don't want to be saved. They are a car crash that I can't stop watching.
Here's the thing. I had a problem with this situation for numbers of reasons. Um, but
Uh-huh.
Huda, girl, you have been doing this game since you got here, and I peeped your game. I see your game. I know your game. She has been
Oh, yeah.
isolating Jeremiah from everybody to talk to everybody, and don't need to talk to anybody but her. Because you came in with the secret and you knew your game plan. You wanted to make sure the person that you got with was going to like you enough to never want to leave you, even when they find out about your child,
Yep.
which is already manipulation number 101. She took manipulation 101 and took it to manipulation 102 when Jeremiah had nobody to talk to about this situation. And he finally liked her enough and she got together and they liked her. And he was like, now
Mm-hmm.
I know this secret and I have to process it, but I have nobody to process it with but with you. And all you're going to do is tell me all the good things about everything and how everything is going to be great. And I don't have anybody to process it with. And then it went to manipulation 101 to 102 because now you're controlling. Because she says, I'm going to just say, okay, fine. I'll tell Nick. So now she's controlling who he could talk to because he can't talk to everybody because she won't tell everybody what's going
Uh,
on. So now she's controlling him and who he's allowed to talk to about this situation. So then
yep.
she waits 3 days after she says, I'm going to tell Nick. And then she finally tells Nick. And Jeremiah finally gets to talk to her. But before he can even talk to her, he's so fed up. He finally goes to one of the girls. He goes to Orlandria because he has nobody else to talk to. And now his brain is starting to click of all the little things that could be wrong. And then she takes it from manipulating and controlling and isolating. And then she's like, now you can't even talk to anybody about our problems. It's between me and you. You don't talk to no other girl about what's going on. And see, here's the thing. I get that point because I'm like, I don't want my man talking to no other girl about our issues because especially a girl who has expressed some kind of interest, even if it's not the same kind of interest, even if it's not, who he's interested in now, it's still some type of interest that was expressed for him. So I don't want my man talking to some girl who might like him as about our issues. Now, if he was talking to Alandria, somebody who she doesn't feel is a threat, because that's the only way
Yep.
she wants him to talk to any other girl is if she does not feel threatened by that girl. And for some
Mhm.
reason, she doesn't feel threatened by Alandria, which I'm like, okay, girl, I don't
I
know
don't
why you
get
don't
it.
feel that
All
way, but
right.
okay, okay. Um, but she knows Jeremiah's type, and Orlandria is not Jeremiah's type typically. But
Yeah.
so she doesn't. So I'm like, if you feel that way, and you trying to control and manipulate, that's where my problem lies with put her in this whole situation with Jeremiah because she has been manipulating him since day one. And now she's isolated him. And she got him to the point, and she uses sex to continue to control him and keep him
Mm-hmm.
grounded and keep him put together. Like she uses sex as a weapon, and I don't care what nobody says. She uses it as a weapon. It's not a form of intimacy. It's not because she likes him. It's because she wants to manipulate and control him. You can fight me all you want. I will never believe anything else but that. She has been using him, manipulating and controlling him since day one, and he is so lost in the sauce that he can't even see it. And it's starting to get so ridiculous because now he's like, when she says all that about Iris and calling this girl out of her name again, another girl who she wants to call out their name for no reason at all.
For no reason.
No reason. He sits there and laughs. "Huh, that's cute. You're cute. You know that. You're cute." I'm like, you don't want to be saved. And that's fine. But guess what? You just gonna have to deal with whatever happens right now because it was ridiculous. It was absolutely, utterly ridiculous listening to that conversation. And if the roles were reversed and any man talked to any
Uh-huh.
woman the way she talked to him, we will be on this internet screaming, calling him a manipulator, a, a, a bully. Like, how dare you talk to this woman like that? We will be calling him out on his bull. We got to call her out on hers because she is manipulative and controlling.
Oh, yeah.
Period. You
It's
can't tell me otherwise.
disgusting. It's disgusting. It's disrespectful. And it goes against the entire premise of this show. And frankly, I'm pissed off that she didn't go home in this episode. And I'm really, really happy looking at what happened at the very end of this episode and seeing the preview for tonight's episode. I'm really excited that people are finally starting to put the pieces together based on what happened in this episode.
Absolutely. Absolutely.
If for nothing else, I'm sorry to Iris for the situation she's now in, but I am happy that sorry girl.
You
I'm
had to
so
be
sorry,
you
girl.
had to be our prop. And you know what, girl?
You had to be
the
our
prop.
pawn here.
You had to be our pawn. You had to be collateral damage in this situation. But we know you are smart enough to realize just because you are in a couple with someone doesn't mean you have to stop exploring your connections. So we know you can handle this. You are smart enough and to handle this. We sorry. I will follow you on Instagram to give you a follow to help you.
I already have.
To help you build
Yep.
your content creator status when you leave this island. We owe you that. I think America owes you that.
100%.
But baby, what needed to be done? It needed to be done in this situation.
Yeah.
It needed to be done.
But if we had another option, we probably would have picked another girl. But girl, we had no other option. It
had to be you. But we'll put a pin in that and we'll come to it in a little bit. But then we have the challenge. The challenge is ready to happen. And this wood challenge, got wood or whatever. I'm like, okay, cool. I honestly thought, I was like, who is this woman? I didn't know her from Summer House. I didn't watch that show.
I literally said the same thing, and the women were, doing their thing, complimenting her. Who is this woman's name? Paige DeSorbo.
Mm-hmm.
Paige DeSorbo, you are a lovely woman.
Lovely.
I was happy to see you for the 3/4 of this challenge that you stayed for.
Yeah, this challenge apparently went longer than what she said. So
does not fit.
It
for
didn't
Fiji.
Look good. It didn't look all right. And I mean,
no, baby, I don't.
She gave us major side boob, which was okay.
There was side boob. There was under boob. She is wearing green, thick suede.
It looked suede. I was like, is that suede in Fiji?
Green. Whoever styled her, because I know she didn't style that herself. Whoever styled her should be fired. Paige DeSorbo, I am meeting you for the first time on this occasion, baby. I'm so sorry.
Here's my
thing.
If
you left 3/4 of the way through this challenge
she passed out
of that dress, baby, I'm so sorry.
I was gonna say she probably passed out because that hot dress.
Baby, Fiji. I'm so sorry. Miss Paige DeSorbo, baby, I'm so sorry, honey. You looked sickening, though. You look sickening, but that dress ain't doing you any favors. And baby, I'm so sorry, Miss Paige DeSorbo. I'm so sorry.
What? It was wild. It was wild, but we get there, and the whole premises was a little confusing. Honestly, I didn't really know. There
And
was a
then they
lot of stuff.
so okay, so we are, and the boys are really the only ones doing anything here.
Yeah.
The women are props in this challenge. The women are here to be made out with.
Just
And
like
by
the
the
men
women,
in
I
the
mean Alandria.
just like the women in the guys in the home fourth base one. They were just there to
Oh,
be
yeah, yeah,
props.
yeah, yeah, yeah.
So
And
these
you know
time the women
what?
were props. I don't
Hey,
mind.
we'll take that. We'll take that. So
Take it.
the men are chopping down a wood,
Yeah.
and then there's a question. And
Mm-hmm.
then they have to put it through a wood chipper,
Mm-hmm.
and they launch wood chips at a man
Mm-hmm.
that to answer whatever the question was. And then that man that they wood chipped at, that man, I'm trying to explain this challenge because it was confusing.
Mm-hmm.
That man then picks a girl to then grind on the original boy
To
to
chop
do
another
the
piece of
axe
wood.
chopping. And then
Mm-hmm.
there is a wet log they have to ride on, but only like 3 of them were shown. Not even, I think maybe 2 of them were shown. So there's a wet log, but only 2 of them are shown. And then they have to pick a beaver out of the basket, and whoever's name is on the beaver, and by that I mean Alandria mostly, they get to go make out with a girl whose name is on the beaver, and by girl I mean Alandria, because 9 times out of 10 it was Alandria. So most of these guys got to make out with Alandria.
Yeah.
I was talking about how most of them got to make out with Alandria.
I saw that. I heard everything. I heard everything.
Because you know what? Taylor ain't giving her a damn thing. So I'm glad Alandria got most of it. Good.
I was like, hold on. You mean to tell me ain't nobody else's name in this beaver basket but Orlandria?
No.
It's
Good.
Crazy.
It's what she deserves.
Here's the thing. That's great for that her name was picked so much. I would be, if I was Alandria, I'd be pissed off that my name was picked so much because I don't want to kiss all these people. Nobody wants to kiss 5 people, 6, 7 people. Nobody wants to do that.
I think it was 4.
4 people. Nobody wants to do that. And then, like, Orlandria is like, that's not her judge. Like, even with challenges, that's not her judge. She's just like, she don't feel comfortable kissing so many people all the time.
Right.
But I get it. I'm like, yay, Alandria, get your kiss on. I mean, I particularly liked one kiss more than the rest of them. But I'm like, okay,
and
girl.
That was
Nick. Because I look, I'm getting into the Nick Alandria stand account. Like I rise with them. I'm slowly but
You're
surely
still
like
holding on.
I'm still slowly but surely holding on to that hope of Nick Alandria. Even though Nick, you need to do something about that. Whatever. Don't kiss my girl with that whatever that is on your lip. Like, and that is why I wouldn't. That is why I wouldn't want to kiss everybody. That is why I would not want to kiss everybody. Because
I gotta be honest though. He did look good in this challenge.
He looked good, but he had that cold sore on his lip, and that's bothering me.
I know.
Where are we getting these cold sores? Because I think having
was it a cold sore? I'm watching him right now. I don't think it was a cold sore.
Girl, look. When you look at it later on in the episode, especially at the recoupling ceremony, it looks like a cold sore. It looks very cold sore-ish.
Give me a fucking close up of Nick here. Episode.
But you'll see it. But see, Ace has the same thing on his lips. So I'm like, oh, it's definitely getting spread around, and I need y'all to calm it down. Let's calm these kissing challenges down till everybody's lips are okay.
Right.
That's
right.
That's where we need to be. But yeah, Alandria ended up kissing 4 people, which is crazy.
Oh, I see it.
You see it?
Yeah, I do see it. I saw it in his confessional. Taylor has one too.
That's what I'm saying. They all have it. So I'm like,
well, Julie,
we need to calm this down.
Somebody get some
pass something on.
doxycycline in that villa.
Mhm.
Some doxycycline high clay. That's what I take.
You need to
Somebody get some antibiotics.
Put it on them lips.
Come on now.
Let's clear it up before we be passing it along to everybody who coming up in that villa. That's crazy. But yeah, Taylor was not happy with seeing Olandria get kissed several times. And then the one person,
okay, Taylor, I'm gonna blame him because most of those beavers were his choosing. Especially Nick's. He said, "Oh, you picked number 3," and the number 3 was Olandria.
Well,
so that's your doing.
That's your
doing, Taylor.
But Taylor was one person who did not get to kiss Olandria, and the other person who wanted to kiss Olandria did not get a chance to kiss Olandria, and that was Jalen. So that was interesting.
I was gonna say, it was Taylor, it was Jalen, and it was Ace, and I think everybody else kissed Olandria.
It's so wild. It was so wild. Because when I saw the previews and the first person I saw, I was like, oh, is that Jeremiah? I did not realize it was Austin as well. I was like, Austin, Jeremiah, Nick.
Jeremiah, Nick.
And Charlie? No, Charlie kissed. Wait, did Charlie kiss? I think it was Charlie.
I believe Charlie also did.
Yeah, I think it was Charlie.
Right now.
Because I think Jalen kissed Amaya.
That was after Miss Paige DeSorbo left us out of nowhere. Mm-hmm. It felt very Ulyssa. It was like Ulyssa has left.
What's she know?
Paige has left the game.
Right.
Because she overheated and passed out in the Fijian sun. I will say, I did like the little moment between Amaya and Jalen. Now I do want Jalen and Olandria to end up together. But if for some reason they don't end up together, I wouldn't mind Amaya ending up with Jalen. I wouldn't mind it. No, I believe it. I believe actually the fourth person was Pepe.
Pepe kissed Olandria too?
I'm looking at it. I'm scrolling. No, Pepe kissed Hannah. No, hold on.
He kissed Hannah on the wood.
No, Pepe kissed Iris.
Right.
In the cabin.
I think it was Charlie.
Here's Charlie. What are we doing? Charlie, who you kiss? Charlie.
I think it was Olandria.
Charlie. We're scrolling through. He's picking a beaver. Oh, it was Sierra.
Oh, Charlie. Oh, yeah. So it was
Olandria only
Jeremiah.
had 3.
Yeah. Or was it Ace? Ace kissed Olandria too.
Was it Ace?
I think it was Ace. It was Ace, Nick.
Hold up. I
Jeremiah.
skipped Ace's segment.
I think it was Ace, Nick, Jeremiah, and Austin.
It was Olandria. Yep. Okay.
So, yeah, those are the 4. But, it was a cute challenge. It was fun.
Oh, yeah, because that's when Taylor was like, take her beaver out the
of the basket. Like, hello. That was funny. It was funny.
It was a cute enough challenge.
It was a cute challenge, but we did see Huda act a fool when Jeremiah actually did kiss Olandria. But here's my thing, Huda. Here's my thing. Didn't you just say in the last challenge, oh, I wouldn't have cared if you kissed her?
Double standard.
Did you just say that? You just said, oh, I wouldn't have cared if you kissed her. And then when he does kiss her, now it's a problem.
And didn't you just say when he chose you to go grind on Jalen, I'm going to show you what you're not going to get?
Because you already gave it to him? Because we skipped right past the fact that they didn't have sex in the room with everybody with the lights on.
About it.
Well, no, we didn't talk about it. I just said that I didn't go over it.
I didn't want to talk about it.
It is what it is. They did. But see, here's another piece of manipulation from Huda. Not only is she doing it to Jeremiah, but she is doing it to all these girls because she is bullying these girls to not even talk to Jeremiah. She's making sure that she set the precedent that they don't even go and talk to him or have anything to say to him romantically. Like she has set that up from the beginning. And then she uses this, like she made sure to go into the makeup room after they had their relations in the room with all of them, by the way. Nasty, but okay. um
Like, baby,
to
you couldn't
go
have gone to Soul Ties or anything.
nasty in,
That's at least a
but
little bit more romantic.
some decorum, some kind of decorum. But like,
You think Huda has decorum?
we know they don't. Neither one of them do.
I think
Jeremiah
Jeremiah
don't
has
either.
maybe a shred of it. I
He
think it's
has
all gone
none.
now in
No,
the
it's
villa.
gone. He had none. He had none because he was the one sitting in the bed. Something, you can do whatever you want. You can do whatever you want. Like, hello. Ugh. Ugh. But she goes into
Nasty.
that makeup room and it's like, I mean, I don't want to tell you all what happened, but something happened. And they're like, girl, what happened? We had
Something
sex. We had sex. And I'm like, you're telling them this to claim your spot for none of them to go talk to Jeremiah because now you didn't had sex. And now y'all relationship apparently is to another level. No, it's
because
not. It's just
be,
sex.
because lest we remind all of you, it's day 12. Day 12.
And they were doing more than that day 5.
Day 12.
It would have been something if this was the first time that they had done anything, but they was going all the
I
way
know.
places in day 4 or 5. So
Oh, I
we
know.
we kind of knew this was coming. I'm like, might as well just have sex by now. So good. Okay. But anyway, so she was doing that junk on purpose just to get the girls to know that she has now officially claimed Jeremiah fully, biblically and everything. Like she fully claimed
Not
Jeremiah.
biblically.
She fully claimed Jeremiah, and all y'all need to step off and don't even look at that man. So she been doing this since day one, but whatever. But yeah, now she's mad because he actually kissed Olandria, and she didn't think he would do that, especially
What?
especially after the intimate moments that they share. Because now she's going to take this and use this and throw this over this man's head every chance she gets. We had sex. We were together. How could you go behind the next day and kiss another girl after we had sex? He is never going to live this down in this villa that they had sex. And I hope he
I wish
knows
he went
that.
home. God, I wish he went home.
I hope he knows that. She is going to hold that over his head for the rest of their time in this villa. We had sex. How dare you now go after another girl and let her kiss you, even if it's in a challenge? You saw what Sierra and Taylor did. They didn't do anything. They just went in there and just made sex noises. You had to kiss her. And Jeremiah's like, yes, because that's the challenge. That's the challenge. The challenge was you didn't have to kiss her. That's the challenge. It's so exhausting watching them. So exhausting. I don't even know. I don't even know. I can't. They are so exhausting to watch. It's so frustrating. And then, oh, frustrating. I just, you have anything you want to say about that? Because I'm really going to move on from them.
Honestly, it was just going to be when they get back, when all the guys are like, Jeremiah, do you understand
What is going on?
what is going on? And he's like, yeah, but like I think we can make it work long distance. I'm like, oh, he's gone. Okay, never mind. Anyway,
She put that thing on him and he don't know what to do with himself. He's like, ooh, I got
I
my,
hope it was good. I
he
hope
got
it's
his,
good for both of them.
he got his
Anyway,
plug to get sex anytime he want now. And
yeah, pretty
so,
much. So we get a series of conversations here. The first one being Jalen and Alandria, where they check in, and it's basically a, hey, I'm still interested in you. Hey, I'm still interested in you. Great. Love it. Big fan.
Sure.
And they get a little peck. And I'm like, great. Big fan.
because he asked
Huge.
for it. I'm
Love
gonna need
it.
him to stop asking for kisses after a while.
I
I
know.
need if the chemistry is there, it's there, and you get the kiss. She's
Love
just
it.
not showing you that, but because honestly, well, we'll talk about it. Yeah.
Yep.
Um.
I think now things are gonna move a little bit more forward. I think I'm gonna put a pin in it. Nope, I'm gonna
Yeah,
roll
we'll
it.
put a pin in it. Yep.
Um, we get Hannah and Pepe, and this starts the spiraling of Hannah. This girl is a
And
goddamn disaster of a human. She making out with Pepe.
well, before we get to the make out of Pepe, and we jumped a little bit before the challenge because Hannah was about to crash out because Charlie pulled Iris for a chat.
Mhm.
And she finna crash out over him pulling Iris. Like, why would he do that? He's being petty. Why would he do
Mhm.
that? I didn't pull Pepe. He pulled me. I said, yeah, he pulled you, but then you mounted him. And at least Iris and Charlie just chatting. They just talking in plain sight so you can see what's going on. And you took this man to a speakeasy room away from everybody so you can do what you do. But you mad at Charlie for talking to Iris.
Where?
What? What?
Where?
How? 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 How
Where?
are we mad? How are you mad? How? What? What? You mad because he pulled her, not her pulling him. I'm like, you are exploring openly connections with Pepe. Charlie got to look out for himself too.
So we get kind of the simultaneous here
Yeah.
where Hannah's up in soul ties with Pepe, and they're making out, they're doing their thing. Simultaneously here, Charlie pulls Amaya,
Mm-hmm. Who
and
has
he's
no
like,
connections in this house, by the way.
who has no connections right now. And he's like, I'm just gonna start talking to people that I like. And I think about, the chat that we had our first night, and that's great and everything. And he's like, I'm just curious if, there's any kind of potential. And she friend zones him very quickly and is just like, well, Hannah and I are really close in the villa. And like, I really like you. I think you're a good guy. But Hannah and I are really close in the villa, and I can't do that to her.
You're a moron, Amaya. I'm gonna put it right there. You are a moron because shoe on the other foot, Hannah would not have did the same thing for you. Because guess what? Y'all met each other 2 days ago. She is not your best friend. Y'all are not besties. You don't know her. Y'all have met each other 2 days ago. This is Love Freaking Island. And even if there was no real potential between you and Charlie, you have zero connections in this house.
Yeah.
Zero. You are, if this is really what you want to do, what you claim you want to be here, if this is really what you want to do, you need to at least establish some kind of plan to keep you in the villa. But you want to be besties with a girl you met 2 days ago, and you have zero connections, and
It's
that
been
girl
more
would
than
have.
2 days.
It's been 2 freaking days for real. 3 at
No.
most.
No, it's been like a week, Lana.
They have not been there the whole week. This we only are in week only day 10. This is only literally she came in the middle of last week, so maybe 4 or 5 days. And
Oh.
even still, it doesn't matter. It could be a whole week. It could be 7 days. It could be 12. You still just met this girl. She is not your best friend.
Fair.
They are not best friends. You are on Love
Fair.
Island. These are not your best friends. These girls don't know each other yet. I get it. Y'all spending all this time in the villa together, blah, blah, blah. Y'all came in together. You came in together, but y'all came in this villa for the exact same reason. And I don't care what nobody say. Hannah would not have done the same thing if the shoe was on the other foot. I think Hannah would have been jumped right on that boy
Mhm.
just because. And to mention, Hannah was literally kissing down somebody else. So obviously
Mhm.
she wasn't that, it looked like she wasn't interested in that man.
Mhm.
So it's like, if you're not interested in him, I need a connection. Even if it's just gonna be a friendship connection for a while, I still need a connection. So I'm not friend zoning nobody when I got zero
Yeah.
connections. When I got zero connections. But my
Fair.
thing is, I was confused a while, but she's like, what you crying for? This man, and I get it. He was acting out of emotion. Now, I would have done what Amaya did if I felt like what she should have felt like she was second choice or being being used, and I would have been like, Charlie, let's talk about this. Like, I'm not crying, I'm not gonna be like, I'm like, listen, we can be friends, we can make this, potentially, if necessary, be each other's backup plan for what
Yeah.
until we do. But I know what this is, and I know you really feeling this girl, and I can appreciate that. We can make this be a good friend couple, because at least we friends. I'm not even friends with the person I'm in the couple with right now. I don't even
Yeah.
like that fool. But at least if I couple up with you, you can still explore your connection with Hannah. I can still get my connections with other people. We can, like I'm not gonna turn that down. This is still a game. As much as we look at Love Island, this is still a game. And her doing that was just like, I'm here for girls. I'm here for girls. Y'all know what, I'm here for girls. But I'm also here for the game. And if I'm here for the game, sometimes my bestie, we might have to be going after the same dude from time to time. It's just what it is. And may the best woman win. And if you up here sucking face with somebody else, obviously you ain't worried about this one. So let me hold him down for you, because I'm your girl. I'm gonna hold him down for you and keep
Mhm.
him here so you can have your choice of options, and then I can be exploring stuff too. We can all win in this situation. But I was just like, Amaya, girl, what? Okay. And like I said, I'm not mad that she turned him down because she wanted to be the reason. But I'm like, girl, you still got to play the game. And she was not playing the game at this point. I don't think she was playing the game at this point.
Here's where I'm at, because I agree with a lot of that for sure. For me, it it honestly really endeared me to Amaya in a lot of ways, because it shows me that Amaya is really here for Love Island in that way. Like, she's not here to find like a friendship couple. Like, she's not here for that. Like, she's not here to play the game of Love Island. She's here to actually find a connection and find that thing. Like, she's here to find her person and find her connection. And in a lot of ways, in that regard, like, I agree with a lot of your points. Like, if she was trying to play the long game and try to like keep Charlie in here for Hannah potentially, or some kind of whatever in that way, like, I definitely agree with you. I think there were ways to keep, herself and Charlie and Hannah and Pepe along for, a whatever. But in a lot of ways, this moment for me, I was like, okay, girl, you know what? Mad respect to Amaya here. I have a lot of respect for someone that just goes, I have a lot of respect for you. I think you're really lovely, but I can't do that to someone that, we may have only been in here for a short period of time, but I really respect Hannah. I think she's a really lovely person, and I see the connection that you two have. And I don't know what that connection is like with you two, but I don't want to interfere with that. And
Hmm.
I have a lot of respect for her in that
I do
regard,
too.
honestly. And even if I were to have a connection with you, Charlie, I don't want to mess with your connection with her or her connection with you. I I really appreciate Amaya for that, honestly. Like, I think it's it's incredibly mature. I think it's
It
really
was
lovely to see.
it was her
It's
most
it's
mature
not
moment for sure.
it's not something you're gonna see in a lot of Islanders on many Love Island seasons. I think it was it was a really sweet moment to see, and then to see her kind of have a really, a really emotional moment afterwards, being like, I really don't have any connections in the villa, and to see her break down, I'm like, I just want what's best for Amaya here.
Right.
Like, I do want her to find a connection. I really do, because she is a sweet girl. Like, she came in really on the wrong foot in a lot of ways. I do want what's best for Amaya, because she does seem like a really, really sweet girl.
I
Yeah.
I agree. I agree with you. I think Amaya showed a very strong sense of maturity in this situation. I agree with that. I just really wish she would have thought about the bigger picture than
I
just in
agree.
that moment, just in that
I
right
agree.
now. But other than that, I thought she definitely showed um mature moments in
Mhm.
that. But
Also, did not realize Hannah is from Tucson.
yeah, oh, you didn't realize that from the get go, huh?
No, I don't know if I missed that. I don't know if I just didn't clock that. But hey, girl.
I did.
Hey,
I did. I
that's my
noticed
girl now. I don't
a
give a fuck.
mess.
That's my girl. And
Not a
Sierra's from Phoenix.
yeah,
Those are my girls now, even more so than they were before. Those are my girls. Hey,
not the bird.
girls. Arizona
Not
girls.
not the bird.
Arizona girls. Come
Your
on
girl.
now.
Your girl's a bird. She's a birdie. But
I know.
it's okay. It's okay to be a bird every now and again. Okay, it's okay.
Because she
It's
going
okay.
absolutely fucking nutso in this goddamn villa.
It's okay. Sometimes you
Um,
just do what you gotta do. We did miss the conversation. We didn't talk about it with Austin and not Austin, Ace and Shelly. Because after Austin and Shelly had their conversation, there was a conversation with Ace and Shelly. And I think Shelly was about to go and be real crazy and tell
mhm,
Ace that he was like it for her. Like
mhm.
she really likes how he's pursuing her and all of this other stuff. And
Wild. I'm
Ace,
still, I'm still so hung up on that shit from the last fucking episode where he's like, she knows where to return to at night. Ugh.
she knows what well, she knows where home is.
Ugh. Anyway, continue.
But he turns around and he tells her what a great conversation he had with Iris. How he's going to pursue Iris
Mm.
and how he's just really interested in Iris. Um, he
Oh, we didn't
brought
miss that. That's the next thing that happened.
oh no, that happened before. That happened right after her conversation with Austin.
Oh shit. Wow.
That happened right after her conversation with Austin. And yeah, he that next morning he brought
Well.
Iris breakfast and not Shelly. And the look on Shelly
Oh
and
yeah.
Alandria's face was just like, "Oh, you peeping this?" She's like, "Oh, I'm peeping it." That's why I said I think things are about to change in Shelly for Shelly and Austin in this
Yep.
moment. I think Shelly is going to fully put her interest because I think my girl has finally realized this man has played way too much in her face for the one too many times.
I certainly hope so,
I
baby.
certainly hope so because honestly, ew.
Hmm.
Honestly, ew. Um, but we see that and whatever. Anything else happen before we can get to the recoupling? Oh,
Well,
Charlie
the
and
whole
Hannah. Charlie
yeah,
and
the
Hannah
whole
have a
Charlie and Hannah situation.
they have a
So,
yeah, after the second makeout session with Pepe, she comes to the realization that she really does like Charlie.
thank
And
God for that.
she tells the girls in the makeup room that she really does. Like she realizes Pepe was very surface level, very lust driven, but Charlie is something different for her, and that's what she wants in her life now. She's tired of those surface level relationships. She wants more, and so she goes to Charlie and they have a conversation, and they just pretty much express that they really do like each other. She apologizes for how she's been moving these last couple days. She said she really didn't, she thought that maybe Pepe was the way that she wanted, but realized very quickly that he wasn't. She really likes him. He's like, I did some things, I moved, crazy too, and I apologize for that. And she's like, yeah, we just messed up, and it's okay. We'll be back. We'll be fine. We'll get back
Be-
together. Everything's good.
because Amaya and Hannah have a conversation before this.
Mm-hmm.
And Amaya, because Amaya lets her know about, the Charlie situation. And Amaya does a really good job at helping her kind of walk through the situation of figuring out, her feelings for, what's going to happen.
Mm-hmm.
Then they have their conversation.
Mm-hmm. And
Still don't understand why the fuck everything that happens, but that's beyond the fucking point.
I mean, everything happens for what it happens. Anyway, so we see everybody is, after they make up and they kiss and make up and they're happy again. Then here comes trouble. And her name is Ariana Madix, looking fabulous.
In a very interesting dress. I gotta be
I
honest.
like the dress. Oh,
I'm intrigued by the dress. My big issue with the dress here is she can't walk in this dress. I like the dress. I like the maroon. But I don't like the black. I wish it was all maroon or all black.
I like the dress.
I like the dress. I like the silhouette of the dress. I like the cutout of the dress. I like the way that it's draped. I just like the color blocking here is a little strange, but she looks stunning on all regardless.
Yeah.
The dress don't fucking matter. What matters is what happens.
Ariana comes in looking stunning, and she's bringing in the trouble, and everybody can feel that this is about to be some bull. It's about to happen. Oh, they know it's about to go down. And so Ari comes in, she sits everybody at the fire pit, and she informs them that America has been voting for who they want to see the bombshells in a couple with.
Mm.
And so everybody's like, oh crap.
Fuck.
Okay. Yo, here we go. All right, here we go. So the bombshells are stand up next to Ariana. And our first person that is going to get coupled is Jalen. And we all knew what was going to happen. Everybody in America knew what was going to
There
happen.
was not if anyone in America voted for anyone to be recoupled with Jalen other than Alandria,
Hello.
you're an idiot.
You're crazy. You're
You're
crazy.
crazy. You're a fool. Ain't nobody was going to be recoupled with Jalen other than Alandria.
Jalen was happy about the choice. Alandria was like, I mean, it's fine. I guess I'm still processing. But I don't know if Alandria was that excited about being coupled up with Jalen. But I think she
I
was
don't think she was.
I don't think she was. I think she was a little like, because she's had a conversation with Taylor, and she talked about the two different ways that both of the men approached her. Jalen was very much like, you're beautiful, I want to be with you, I like you, da da da. Taylor, on the other hand, was very allowing her space to breathe and grow, and telling her, having good conversations, as she said, stimulating her mind, and then getting to the intimate parts. While Jalen is coming in strong, trying to get to the intimate parts first and not stimulating her mind. And she wants both. She wants both. So I think she really does like Taylor. She was very comfortable with
Hmm.
Taylor. I think, but America's like we see things that's just she doesn't see, which sounds
We
very
see
familiar.
Taylor ain't the fucking person for you, Alandria.
We
Wee
see it,
woo woo
girl.
woo. Get out.
We see it. We see it. So she 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 just has to see for herself. But this is what America chose for her at this point, and I was very happy with this choice.
I'm very thrilled with this as well.
Up next, we had Pepe, and
Ye-
his the
Yes.
viewers has chosen to put him together with Hannah, and Hannah is your fault. Hannah, this is
Girl,
all
we
your
thought
fault.
this is what you wanted,
We
girl.
thought this is what you wanted because you was
Girl,
all up
this
on
is
this
what
man.
we thought you wanted, girl.
You was playing the fool the whole time we voted, and you was all up in Pepe's face and mounting him in the speakeasy. We thought this was what you wanted. I'm sorry. This is
If we
what
had
we
seen
thought you
tonight's
wanted.
episode, maybe I wouldn't. And to be fair, I did not vote this way. Me, I did not vote this way. I voted for Amaya. I voted for Amaya.
Good for
I,
you.
me, I voted for Amaya because
Good for you.
I wanted what was best for. I wanted to get Amaya out of that damn horrible situation with Ace. I wanted to keep Hannah and Charlie where they were. They were milk toast up until this episode. Let them breathe. Give Amaya something good, which was Pepe. I didn't vote for this. Hannah,
We
girl,
get
I'm
it.
sorry. That's my girl. I am gonna support women's rights and women's wrongs, girl. I'm sorry. But this is what we thought you wanted, girl. I'm sorry. I get why the people voted for this, girl. I'm sorry. I'm
You
sorry, Hannah.
I'm sorry, not sorry. You did this. You were moving
She
weird.
did.
You were
She
moving weird in
did.
that house. Sorry, not sorry, girl. You did this,
She
and now you want to
did.
sit here and cry and act like, oh my God, this is not what I want. Well, baby, if you would have been moving with your man the right way, nobody would have said that. You see how people left Sierra alone because Sierra didn't show that much interest when she talked to that man. She wasn't mounting him. She wasn't kissing him. She was still talking about Nick. If you really like Charlie, you wouldn't have been mounting on this man, kissing on this man, and still talking about Charlie. And we wouldn't have put you together. We probably would have went to Amaya. Everybody probably would have been like, you know what? Sierra don't seem like she like him that much. Hannah don't seem like she like him that much. Maybe and Amaya does seem like she like him. So we go to Amaya. But you running around like a hot tail girl, jumping on every man in the villa who want to kiss you, and you're kissing them. We thought this was what you wanted. We tried to give you what you wanted. Sorry, sorry, sorry. Now up next, Iris, we are apologizing to you. We are sorry,
Iris, baby.
Iris. We sorry. We know. We know who you wanted to be with. We knew who you wanted to be in a couple with. We knew exactly who you wanted to be in a couple with, and we chose to go against that because we needed to make a point and you were collateral damage to the point. But we got your back from this point on.
Baby,
We
we're sorry.
promise we sorry. But
Baby, we're so sorry.
this point needed to be made, girl. You can still go explore your connections that you got with Ace and with Nick and whoever you want to explore with. It don't have to
And
be him.
Pepe.
And Pepe, whoever you wanted to be with, whoever you wanted to be with, you might share a bed. He might end up sleeping with Ace and Soul Ties, or maybe, probably, or a day bed or something. I don't know.
Iris, baby, we're sorry.
But we sorry. We sorry that we had to do this to you, girl. But
So sorry,
it
girl.
had to be made. I'm sorry. It had this point had to be made. This was the one everybody in America agreed on. I
Yeah.
don't think it was anybody who picked anybody else almost
Nope.
besides this man.
I voted for this.
I voted for this. We all voted for this. Everybody who I talked to voted for this.
The only one that I saw people disagreeing on was
Pepe's. Mm-hmm.
Yep.
Yep. Pepe's was the only one. There was some split decisions going on.
Yep.
But we all collectively agreed that this was going to be it because this man needed to be out of that relationship for a minute. Even if it's just for this one recoupling.
Yeah.
He needed to be out of this villa. So, what just happened?
I don't know.
Yeah. Okay.
This ain't the right one either.
No, it's so weird.
This ain't the right one either.
No, because that's not.
I don't know what happened to our slides.
You know. Well, we'll just go back to the regular. Put us in the other layout. If you're here, I'm about to say what happened. Am I not
I have
here?
no clue what just happened.
What is going on? But anyway.
The joys of being live, everyone. The joys of being live.
But yeah.
Iris, baby, we're sorry.
We're sorry, girl. We get it. I know you don't deserve this. We know.
I think moving forward, I think America agrees that pretty much regardless in future America votes, we gonna keep Iris safe. If there's votes to save, unless she be moving sideways, I'm gonna be keeping Iris safe as much as I can.
I mean, it depends on who she with. I'm gonna be honest. Because if she with Ace, I can't guarantee she goes stay.
That's kind of where,
I can't guarantee she goes.
That's why I'm saying I'm gonna do my best to keep Iris. If it's single votes, I'm keeping.
I won't particularly vote for Iris or Ace in any situation because honestly, I'm not too upset with. I'm not like hating Ace to the fact I'm like vote him out any chance we get. But I'm just like whatever.
While Huda and Jeremiah are in there, that's who I will be voting out. But but she ain't with Ace. Therefore, Iris, right now, baby, I'm gonna keep you safe as long as I can. Now, as long as I can.
As long as I can.
Statement, as long as I can. Because she deserves that for this hit she's about to take. Because I know Huda is not going to treat her properly here. I hope the other women in this villa do not villainize her for this move because this has nothing to do with her.
I mean, I don't think they will because they go.
I think
everybody
Huda
knows. Huda thinks because Huda thinks the only reason America voted for Jeremiah and Iris is because she mentioned she had some interest in Jeremiah before, and I'm like, girl, no, that ain't it. That ain't it.
She thinks the world revolves around her.
Right. That ain't it. That's not why we voted for them. Like that's you should be able to pull up the right one, right? Right slide since it was in there.
Nope.
It doesn't let you do that. Weird.
Nope.
Okay. Oh, I think you will have to leave and come back to do that.
Yep.
Yeah, that's what will have to happen for it to happen. But that's okay.
Yep.
I'll get in there. Anyway, it's just like, no, girl. It's not that Iris had interest because the voting was very much we had moved way past that from when she first initially got in.
The voting has nothing to do with Iris. The voting has everything to do with you. The voting has everything to do with the fact that you are an insufferable cow. And we needed to show you the fact that you are insufferable. And you needed to be shown that you needed to be taken down many rungs. Because you are playing a disgusting game in this villa.
Absolutely.
And we ain't going to put up with it. So, girl, take it down many rungs. Or frankly, you could go. That's fine. Bye.
Right.
I'd rather have that, frankly. But
Oof. And we're back. Period. We're gonna get through all that because we're there. But that had nothing to do with that. But that does leave us with vulnerable singles at this point. And here is where I thought we were going to be done with it. I thought we're just going to be done with Huda and Charlie and Taylor just being vulnerable.
and
But,
this was almost perfect for me.
mm-hmm.
Almost perfect.
But
And
then,
that's the way that why I voted the way I did, because the three people I wanted to be vulnerable were Huda, Taylor, and Ace. And
mm-hmm.
that's why I kept saying that the three people that people should vote for were Jeremiah, Alandria, and Amaya. So that way, the three people we all wanted vulnerable were Huda, Taylor, and Ace. But no, we couldn't vote for Amaya. No, we
and you
couldn't
know
vote
what?
for Amaya. We couldn't. No.
And guess what? I don't care. I'm glad we didn't vote for Amaya because if we did vote for Amaya, we wouldn't have got the moment that we got in this final speech from
Yes,
Ace.
yes,
And
yes,
so I
yes,
am
yes.
not mad that we did not vote for Amaya.
Yeah. I'm happy with it now, but
I'm not. I
we
wasn't
still
gonna
have
do it
all three of the
anyway.
insufferable people in the house.
My thing is, here's the thing. I feel like we're taking this all very like, oh, these people are insufferable. Huda is the only person in that house that's insufferable. Taylor, I just don't like. He's not insufferable. He's actually really fun. He's actually a really nice person. He's not insufferable. I just don't like him for Alandria. There's nothing insufferable about Taylor. I wanted him to be there and still be there to explore options and find somebody else. I just didn't want him with Alandria. Ace, same thing. I don't find him insufferable.
I do.
I find him annoying and I find him manipulative, but he's
I find
hilarious and he's
I find
funny.
him insufferable now.
Huh?
I find him insufferable now because of the she knows where home is comment. That took me over the edge.
That's just
That's where I
that's narcissistic. That's him being cocky. That's
that
a
I find
cocky
insufferable.
that's a cocky but and I get it.
Agree to disagree at this point.
But
That's
because
where
where
I
I'm
can't.
from, I know dudes like Ace.
I know
That's
dudes like Ace too, and
not
I don't fuck with them.
it's a difference. Um, but yeah, I don't find him insufferable. I just find him annoying. But he brings good TV to the villa, so that's why I would
Oh, he
rather keep
brings
Ace.
good TV in a way that I find him insufferable, but he
Right.
brings
I
obviously.
get what you're saying. I'm not discrediting anything you're saying.
Oh,
I
I know, and I
understand
know
what you're
you're not
saying.
and I know you're not discrediting. I just, for me, it was like the three people I wanted to see gone the most were Huda, Taylor, and Ace, and none of them went home.
I would
And
have
so
put
that's
Charlie.
why I'm frustrated.
I would have put Charlie in there because Charlie just
I
they were
didn't
just boring. My thing with Hannah and Charlie, they didn't do anything for me. They were just furniture
until this
until
episode.
this episode. And I'm sorry, the
And
votes already
I'm like,
happened.
okay, now I'm invested in their storyline.
It's too
Now I
late
want to see
now.
them do
It's too
something.
late now. You can't invest me at the last minute and expect me to feel bad that you go home. It's just like
Well, now I'm like, now I want to see something come of this. Mostly just because I wanted to see Huda go home in a random out of nowhere moment. You know what I
well,
mean?
that yes.
Now
I
I'm
would have
like,
rather.
I would have rather, because in this moment where we now find out one of the three of them is going home, and we're like, oh my God, gag to the gag. Who's the one person out of these three actively fighting for their couple here? Charlie.
Charlie, yeah.
Because what are these two standing here going, what? Charlie's out here going, I just had a great conversation with Hannah. We just had a breakthrough in our couple. Please keep me here. What the fuck are those two doing here, standing there saying not a goddamn fucking thing? I'm sorry. Charlie should have stayed. I'm sorry.
I mean,
Charlie
should have and could have and would have and blah blah blah. Should have, could have, would have. But the point of it all is when he was there, he didn't make an impact. And as much as we want to say this isn't Friend Island, it is. It's his social experiment, just like as it is in love. And he didn't do anything to make those connections where people wanted to keep him. And Not that he didn't try, because he did try. He tried his hardest. But the point is, the folks didn't listen because the Maya was too busy up there screaming, "We don't want to do that! We don't want to do that!
Okay, it's
We don't
okay.
want to
Well,
do
you're saying
that!
it's
We
well,
don't
you're saying
want
it's
to
not
do
Friend
that!"
Island. 3 people didn't vote for him. Half the people there didn't vote for him.
Logan, everything is still the same. He didn't have people vote for him, but he had 3 people that did vote for him. He didn't do the things that he needed to do to make the connections. And his girl was moving weird, so the people didn't think she liked him. That's all on them. That is all on them. And I think Charlie did what he could do, but it just wasn't enough. Nobody was really trying to vote Taylor out. Austin did that because he wanted to be Switzerland. He didn't want to vote for Charlie because that was his friend, and he was scared of Huda, and he liked Jeremiah. He didn't want to vote out. He wasn't going to do that. And Amaya only did that because she felt he made a pass at her at the end, and she didn't. She was trying to be a friend to her friend. But I'm like, if you're trying to be a friend to your friend, and your friend is over there saying she wants to be with him, why did you send him home? That makes no sense to me. But the only people who kept it real in this whole situation was Ace and Nick. Ace and Nick
Baby,
were the only people who kept it 100. They were
I
the voice of
lived.
the people.
I lived for this.
They were the voice of the people. I mean, Nick was just like, look, we are here to find connections. We're here to explore and find connections. And 2 people have done that. We have people who have done that, who have explored, who tried to branch out and find other options and tried to, play this game. And one of them didn't. And that's Huda. So I'm going to send her home. But then it was Ace to back it up and reconfirm everything Nick just said. Because honestly, Nick was just saying what Ace was saying, but Nick went first because that's how Ace been feeling this way since the jump. And he been telling everybody this how he felt about this relationship from the jump. And then everybody was like picking up what he was putting down. So that's that. Because if Taylor was not switched up in this couple and him and Alendra were still together and they had to make that decision, Taylor would have voted for Huda to go too.
Yep.
Because those 3 are peas in a pod. Period, point blank. But Ace was just like, when you come into this house, into this villa, and you couple up with somebody day one and then that's your it match, I find that to be bullshit. And he was like, y'all, and no, you have not tried to explore any other connections outside of the one person you hooked up with day one. And that is bullshit.
Mm-hmm.
So for that reason, I'm gonna send home Huda. And I'm like, that is deep. We have been saying that. We have been saying that all this time, the entire time. I said, Ace has spoken for the people. Ace has spoken for all of us. Everything he said, we've been thinking. And America has showed that we have been thinking that. And you still want to say it's because of Iris. You are just completely delusional. Huda. She should have went home. She should have went home. 100% should have went home. And then we would have saw a whole new Jeremiah. It would have took him a couple of days to get over the fact that he lost her. But then as soon as another bombshell came in, he's gone. He moves. He moves on. He don't even think about her no more. But unfortunately, that did not happen.
I'm mad. I'm mad. I'm pissed. I'm upset. I'm frustrated.
I don't even want to show it because it's so ridiculous. It's ridiculous that this happened. Oh, he didn't need to go. He didn't need to go.
No, there is no universe, situation, or circumstance where Charlie needed to go home here. Not a goddamn situation where he needed to go home here. I do not understand Amaya's vote here. Oh, at all. If you are really a girl's girl like you just said you were, you would have voted for the person that your couple just said you had a breakthrough with. At least, here's the situation.
Put
At
it on
least,
Taylor.
Amaya, exactly. Tie it up. What happens then? Let's find out. If you really are in this crying, going, I
We
don't
don't
want to
want to
do it,
do this.
acting like you are 17 tequila shots deep, 5 a.m. at the club, getting kicked out, girl. No shade, all shade. Then tie up the vote, see what happens. But instead, you fucked over your girl, who you claim is your girl, and got rid of, I'm going to say, arguably here, one of the strongest connections in the house for two people out here playing a game.
Mm-hmm.
But hey, the whole villa's in shambles, and as an audience, I can't wait to fucking see what happens. And as a result, I can't wait to see what happens.
I'm so intrigued of what is going to happen, but all I know, I'm sad tonight. I am
I'm sad
so
tonight.
sad tonight at 8 o'clock my time, Central, 9 Eastern.
Oof,
I'm so super
oof.
sad. I'm gonna sit myself right down in my room. I'm having it on TV with my snacks, and I'm gonna be, because we are going to have fights. We're going
Yep,
to have a lot of fallout. We're going to have some realizations popping up
yep,
because we did see Orlandria say apparently America is seeing some things that we aren't seeing.
yep. And I am glad that Alandria is the person realizing that they are seeing, that they are not seeing the things that need to be seen.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
But we've got the Ace and Jeremiah fight going on. We've got Hannah sobbing into a Polaroid.
A Polaroid picture of her.
I can't wait to see what happens, girl. I can't wait.
Oh my god,
We're gonna.
I feel so bad for Pepe in this situation because
Me too.
this
Pepe, baby, abandon that girl and
just
go get with Iris
or Maya
or Maya. Like,
get it together.
I
This is
know. We
this
are
is
going to be
about
sat tonight, and we're going to be right back here tomorrow. I can't wait.
oh, it's gonna be a mess. We're gonna be here tomorrow talking all things Love Island, the fallout of this first recoupling.
Oh, it's go,
Uh
and we got our double dose tomorrow, Lana.
oh yeah, because we'll be talking about let me bring up the
I got
there
you.
we got
I got you.
we got Love Island UK will be no invite needed live at 12 p.m. Eastern, 5 p.m. BST. So we're gonna be here talking about episodes 5, 7, and 8.
Yes.
5, 7, and 8.
And I think
Maybe
After
a little
Sun.
hint of an
After Sun's
After
a little
Sun.
spicy.
A little hint of After Sun. We'll throw that in there too. I don't know if they call it After Sun or whatever they call
I
it, but
believe it's After Sun.
okay. But we'll throw a little bit of that for No Invite Needed live on tomorrow. So we get our double dose of Love Island of UK first, then Soul Ties live tomorrow at 2:10 Eastern, talking about the fallout of what just happened yesterday. So, what we're going to watch today, we'll talk about tomorrow. So, be sure to come back and join us for Soul Ties Live and no invite needed if you are a fan of the Love Island universe, because baby, it's heating up on actually both shows. Oh, is it heating up on both shows?
I am very excited that we are doing both.
Yeah, because it's a lot. It's a lot, but it's so good. And I got
so good.
I got so many thoughts on UK now, so we will get into it. 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 But yes, join us tomorrow as we do all the things that we're talking about. And then follow us here on this channel, subscribe to this channel so you don't miss a single episode drop anytime we go live. Hit your notifications, turn them on because we're going to go live. Logan, I'm going to tell you this. I almost jumped on here and went live last night for Love Island because I was that hyped.
Damn, all right.
After I watched it, I was like, oh, I need to talk about it. But I was like, I won't do that to Logan. I won't just jump on live and you can't be watched it yet. I didn't want to do
We
it.
set the time for a reason,
We
Lana.
set the time. I know, but I was like, ooh, because the people were chatting yesterday. They were talking about it yesterday, last night. They were on it, but it's okay. It's okay. I waited. I retained, but yeah, you're welcome. But please join us, subscribe to the channel, subscribe to all of our other channels. All the links will be in the description below, as well as our audio podcast links, our Patreon, um, where you can get your merch at lanagscreations.etsy.com. All of our socials at The Cup Pod on Twitter, Instagram, TikTok, and Blue Sky. You can follow Logan and myself on those same platforms. And that's it. Do all those things. Support us. We appreciate the support. We'll be back here tomorrow and we'll see you all then. So, cheers, y'all. Bye.
Cheers.